Now you look out there today and it's clear where the real weakness is in this market right now. It's in the AI stocks, right? Tesla, this is my AI list, okay? This doesn't mean these are the only AI-related companies in the world, okay? These are just the ones I keep an eye on. Tesla, NVIDIA, Meta, Google, AMD, Microsoft, Oracle, Amazon, Adobe, and Palantir, okay? Now, there's something fishy about this. Extremely fishy, okay? Two things extremely fishy about this, okay? Do you see what I see? Okay, two extremely fishy things. The first one is, why is Tesla down 6+%? We'll talk about that a little later on in this video. That's a fishy move there. That's insane, okay? Second thing is that's very fishy is Palantir. Why did Palantir hold up so well here today, okay? That's a pretty extraordinary holdup. I mean, in a day where Tesla moves down 6+%, you would think Palantir would be down 6, 7, 8% as well, okay? Usually those stocks can, at least recently, have kind of moved together a bit, and so you would assume, like, if Tesla stock got wrecked like it did today, it would take down Palantir, but yeah, Palantir held up really well today. Strange, okay? In regards to Palantir, it's interesting. I saw this a few hours ago, okay? Palantir's AI surge hardens the resolve of stocks bears, right? The bear. So Palantir recent gains follow steep declines, right? Results in AI comments, and look what the stock did. And so the bears are convinced that the only reason Palantir stock price has gone up here is because of AI excitement, okay? And what I am here to tell the bears in regards to Palantir is no. Okay? That is one component. This is in order of why the stock has made such a big move this year. It's up 117% this year. There's four reasons why this stock, not one, there's four reasons why this stock has moved this big so far this year, okay? And why it could potentially move 200+% by the end of the year. We'll see what happens, okay? The main reason is profitability. You got to understand, like, the bears are totally missing this. Like, they're so caught up in the AI stuff. Like, this company was seen as they're never going to make a profit. This is what the bears said on Palantir. They never made a profit. They never will make a profit. And then what happened? The profit showed up. And there he was, holding the profit right in front of everybody, okay? And now the company is to profitability. Karp says the company is going to remain profitable from here on out, which is a huge statement. And so now you just took a stock that was seen as it's a money loser, it's always going to be a money loser, to, oh, it's a money maker, and now it's always expected to be a money maker on the bottom line. It's a huge flip. Huge flip in the investor psychology around that stock, and how many more people can take that stock as a serious investment opportunity. Whereas when it's a money loser, a lot of people don't even want to touch it. Like, talk to me when it has a positive net income. Talk to me when it has a positive operating income. Until that happens, we don't want to touch it. When all of a sudden you flip those, now all of a sudden a massive amount more funds can start to consider that, and investors in general. The second reason why the stock has moved so much is AI, right? And we're going to see in the results over the next few quarters on what's really going on here with AI. But based upon Karp's commentary, what he's done in interviews, I think it sounds extremely bullish in terms of actually adding up to big numbers, okay? Third thing on why the stock has moved so big so far this year is we actually likely have S&P 500 inclusion coming at the end of this year or at the beginning of 2024. Palantir is looking like it's going to end up meeting every single criteria possible to get an S&P 500 either at the end of this year or the beginning of 2024. So that's looking pretty darn good, which means likely Palantir is going to see a massive influx of buying as you get closer and closer to actually getting an S&P 500. And then once you get in, all the funds being forced to buy, that's a huge bullish vector for a company like Palantir. The fourth thing is further understanding of Palantir's products, I think, has been a huge thing. When this company first went public in 2020, a lot of people didn't understand Gotham, Foundry, Apollo, any of these products, what they did, what made them special, what their competitors were and things like that, right? And I think as time's ticking on here, more and more folks are understanding the power of these products overall. And so that is why this stock has moved 100+% this year. In those same reasons I just listed you off there, okay? Guess what? I have news for the bears, okay? Those are the same exact reasons. Especially if all those start to play out in the back half this year, those are the same reasons why the stock could finish the year up 200 to 300%. I hope it doesn't happen. I would rather just be a buyer of Palantir at much cheaper prices. But I can see a scenario. If those things all play out the way it looks like they're playing out, the company stays profitable, the AI numbers are for real, they start putting up these big numbers, start doing big guidance numbers, and the commentary gets even bigger around that. SP 500 inclusion starts looking like it's in the bag, right? and you put all these components together, and all of a sudden profitability starts coming in much better than expected. That's how you get a stock to go up 200, 300% this year. And it's not uncommon for a great stock to go up 200 or 300%. Look at how many NVIDIA's done it several times in its career, okay? And so, especially when you're coming off of a horrible year for the stock like it did in last year, right? That just kind of gives you a last level of like a supercharge, no pun intended, in regards to Palantir there, okay? So, some food for thought in regards to Palantir. Now we're going through a different sort of brutal market. This is a brutal market for anybody that holds cash, because they're watching these stocks go up and up and up, and you're sitting on the sideline waiting for deals. And now you're starting to come to the realization of, even if you get a deal and any of these stocks drop, they're going to be massively more than what you paid for these stocks 6 or 9 months ago now at this point in time. The market's running from you. These stocks are running from you now at this point in time, right? And it's absolutely brutal for short sellers, specifically folks that buy put options and things like that, right? I mean, you're looking at some of these moves, and these are just year-to-date moves, right? NVIDIA, 192% move. Tesla, 131% move. Remember, these are many of the stocks that shorts love to buy puts on or short straight up, and they're just getting obliterated, right? Meta's up 130%. Palantir, 128%. AMD, 72%. Apple, 50% move for Apple the year to date. That's insane, right? Mr. Softy, about a 40% move here. I mean, so we're going through just a different sort of brutal market. But there's something that's been brutalizing folks worse than anything, okay? And this next thing I'm going to show you has caused a lot of these more, let's call it bearish people, to lose their entire portfolios, okay? Never mind, obviously, the losses that are, because you got puts on any of these stocks, they've all expired worthless. You're done. Your portfolio's over, okay? But this next is worst of all, okay? And that is the VIX. The VIX is now down 36% in the past 6 months. Now, so many of let's call it more the doomsday crowd, have been playing call options on VIX, expecting the VIX to spike huge, and we're going to have this sort of event, and these folks are just getting absolutely obliterated. They're losing their entire portfolios, betting on essentially calls on the VIX, expecting the market to sink in a major way, VIX to spike huge. And a lot of people have just had this belief, like, the VIX can't be down here. Like, it has to go up. It's got to pop back to 18, to 20, to 25, 30. Come on, man. And week by week by week, their options are expiring worthless. Like, they're losing 100% of their money. And then they try it again and again. And they're losing their entire portfolios on this VIX play that's just not working out. And it's been brutal to kind of see that play out. Obviously, you always got a loser and winner in every situation. So the people that are selling those calls are obviously doing very well for themselves. But these doomsday folks, they keep getting brought into this for months and months and months now. Because it was kind of like, it did look like an easy money play for a bit, right? Until it's not. And then everything kind of breaks down. So basically from late 2021 through late 2022, it just got worse and worse for the long side, right? Everything kept getting worse. Inflation, the Fed moving against the market, earnings kind of kept deteriorating more and more, and everything just continued to work against us, right? And every single thing kept going better and better for the shorts and for people that were holding cash. Everything, man. And it was like, you even had Russia-Ukraine happen. I mean, every commodity was spiked in a massive, massive way in the first half of 2022. Everything was going their way. It was like for the long side, we couldn't get a thing. We couldn't get a dang thing to go our way, right? And then you had an exact opposite situation from late 2022 through today, essentially, where things have just gotten better and better for us longs. CPI just continues to drop. PPI just continues to drop. Everything inflation-related just continues to drop. Commodities have dropped in an epic way over the past year, right? Earnings look like they are troughing and now starting to get better, kind of moving forward now at this point in time. So everything is lining up better and better for us longs, right? And worse for the short side and for the cash folk side, right? It's literally the 180-degree difference than last year, right?